news, my lovely, wonderful people. You'll be shocked. Now, Oba of Benin and Obaseki, Oba no dey happy at all with Obaseki. He not happy. He say Obaseki dey fight the palace. So say the war wey Obaseki dey wage on the palace so is needless. So not be smart in Oba talk. We say this war when Obaseki dey bring on the palace. So he say they wash him, they look him. You know, there have been a lot of issues recently. Onoges that were suspended sent message to Obaseki saying that they are being paid by the state government, and the state government now sends the money to the Oba, who is the traditional head, and then the money is disseminated to every traditional leader who are like dukes or noges. So the Oba is like the central central head of the traditional leaders. Okay, but guess what, the onoges are like they oversee little senatorial districts. And guess what, they are fighting for freedom. In fact, they instigated a case against the Oba of Benin, taking him to court. And now this is what is happening. Obaseki, the Oba says, is waging needless war on the palace. And at the end of the day, if he's not careful, he said his time, being a governor is almost over. He should not cause problem before leaving. So these are some of the reports reaching us at the moment. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Obaseki, your needless war on the palace is unnecessary. Your days of being a governor in Edo State are numbered. So why are you putting up this? We have maintained that when an organization loses focus and is bereft of the ideas of what to do, it resorts to doing everything that is where the loss of one genuine purpose leads to the pursuit of dozen unpurposeful instruments. That exactly is where Governor Baseki is at the moment. From the very inception of the current administration in Edo State, Obaseki has been at war with himself, the Oba has said. In what is clearly a hide and seek game, Obaseki has done everything to drag the highly revered monarch, His Majesty, the Oba of Benin, into the muddy water in Nigerian politics without success. It started with the case of the artifacts, which other nations are returning. Before the invention of political hierarchy, the highest form of authority and leadership was the Oba in Benin. These things were taken away, and the Benin Kingdom is proposing um, a museum where the stolen artifacts will be returned to, repatriated, so that people can come to Benin. It will serve as job creation. It will serve as a place where they will find a lasting home. But Obaseki wants it to be given to the federal government. The link on the inauguration papers and hardly dried when they embark on what is clearly looks like stealing by trick on issues of the repatriation of the Benin artifacts. We shall attempt to summarize some of the broad mistakes and missteps of Obaseki in this regard. In 2021, the then Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, announced the expectation of repatriation of stolen Benin artifacts from Germany and from the United Kingdom, following successful negotiation between both government and representative of the Benin Palace. In the very same year, Oba proclaimed the dreams and design of the Benin Royal Museum opposite the palace of his fathers and the Benin Palace as a blessed memory of the leaders who have gone before and as a representation of where all leaders are. The governor Obaseki was in agreement. In spite of the forerunner, Gordon Obaseki secretly registered Legacy Restoration Trust with a non-indigene of Edo State as a board of trustees to be, among others, coordinated the return and the supervision of the use of this repatriated Benin artifacts at a different location determined and built by Obaseki as Edo Museum of West Africa, That was the name he gave it. This is the former site of the Benin Central Hospital, now demolished. This was Obaseki's plan, which he never mentioned to the Oba. The Oba showed his resentment at Obaseki's attempt to subordinate the palace in a BBC report in 2022. We were never a part of this conception or plans to undermine the original place of return of the artifacts or any other private construction or any group in Nigeria to negotiate the return of the artifacts. In a battle to discover that such a group was incorporated in Nigeria without the knowledge and the representation of the palace, of the Benin Palace. At that time, Obaseki declared full-scale war by sealing off the Oba, the cultural center proposed by the Oba for a temporary warehouse of the artifacts until the Royal Museum was complete. The center is now a show of a shadow of itself with overgrown bushes and trees. Obaseki stays up his war by instructing the Minister of Lands not to approve any design for the Benin Royal Museum or any such as building a proposed site for the Benin Royal Museum. Obaseki war with the palace is being waged on multiple dimension fronts because he is the governor. For lack of adequate space, we shall attempt to look at the latest of this design. Suddenly, he realized the need to promote his divine and rule system of administration, all in an attempt to water down the power of the Oba. Obaseki met with selected Onoges in Edo South in Government House, led by Professor George Akimo, and different Onoges who came and took the Oba to court, saying they want freedom and that their payment should now be coming from the state government, not from the Oba. The allocation of the Onoge's hierarchy started with Obaseki placing them, saying this is next in power as much as the Oba, as they cry for freedom, that there should be little kingdoms in Edo. We must now withdraw from the Oba and pay direct. We must now withdraw from the Oba paying our salaries. We should be paid directly from the state government. The Onoges has cried. By this time, Obaseki has taken it upon himself to grant financial autonomy to the Onoges on action of both legislative and executive using the House of Representatives. Obaseki did not stop there. He proceeded to brainwash the Onoges that they were now under the state government and not under the Oba, and rebellion started, with many asking and questioning the power of the Oba. Today, Obaseki is bringing in his own choice of candidates, whom the Edos will decide. However, he has done more harm than good. Guys, let me hear what you think. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.